Soul Mellow Entertainment. We're Soul Mellow. I'm Radiska Pinckney from Savannah, Georgia, outside Savannah, Georgia.
I'm Lee Blake, a.k.a. B-Note. And we've been doing this now for what, about 10 years? 10 years. We put Soul Mellow together about 10 years ago, turned it into Soul Mellow Entertainment a couple years ago. And we're just taking it from there, trying to put our brand out there and put some good music back out on the streets.
It's funny. He was in the 82nd Airborne Division. He was there a couple of years. They're gonna tell you how many. And I had a cousin. My cousin him and my cousin were inseparable. And my cousin put me on. He was like, "Hey, I got my brother up here. You know, he got some music stuff going on, and I want you guys to link up when you come to Fort Bragg." So we met one Saturday night back in 2000, 2001, and doing it ever since.
That's it. Yeah, we both had solo aspirations back then. Decided, upon listening to each other's sound, that we could do this thing together and really take off. So we basically said to hell with the solo stuff and brought it together as a team. And we've taken it, really above the level that we thought we were going to as of this time frame. So we were doing pretty good as far as we think.
Calm, cool, collective, soulful, real mellow, grown-up, gentleman-like, tasteful, sexy, sweet, soothing to the soul. Anytime you play something from Soul Mellow, not tooting our own horn, but you can expect to get a certain feeling, Anything from a nasty breakup to feeling good about love or just life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, Just everything bound up into one.
And the question that's always asked is, who do we sound like? And we kind of laugh about that because we sound like Soul Mellow. We've got so many influences from Carlos Santana to Al Green to Teddy Pendergrass, R. Kelly. I mean, the list goes on. But we just kind of fuse all those sounds together and put the sound out, that's basically, Soul Mellow. Soul Mellow, when you talk about Soul Mellow Entertainment, that's what we are. We're entertainment, so. Right now we're using Soul Mellow, the group, to kind of blow the business up. We plan on taking on some artists later on, but we got the Urban Radio reunion coming up on 8 August. Of course, we got the Carolina Music Awards. We're hosting the R&B party for the Carolina Music Awards on the 14th, performing on the 15th on Fox 50, thanks to O and O Entertainment. We appreciate that. And we're just going to go out there and do our thing. Hopefully we can bring the trophy back to Fayetteville.
Yeah. Much needed.
I think in the local Fayetteville area, it's kind of like you really got to go out to come back in because Fayetteville doesn't support their own. And I think that's happening in Raleigh, too. You got to kind of disappear from Raleigh to bring it back home. But I think the hardest thing to accomplish is to get your name out there when you're not getting the support that you need at home.
Yeah, the big thing, not talking bad about the cities and everything like that, but as an R&B artist, the big thing around this area is hip hop. You got two R&B artists, just coming together. It's going to be really hard. So I tell a lot of people this, if you're an R&B artist and you're serious about it, and you're coming out of this little area right here, if you make it, you're good. That's just how it's rough. It's an animal out here, and we're breaking through the best we can, and we're doing a pretty good job of it.
I think that the exposure is what brought us to the CMAs to begin with. We know it was big last year. We knew it was going to be bigger this year, and just to gain that exposure, to get up in Raleigh, to get outside of our market, and get the Soul Mellow name out there. It's the exposure is what did it all for us. It's not so much about the award, because we do this because we love it. We just want to get the name out there and show people what we can do, get the Soul Mellow sound out to the people. Because if they can't hear it, you're never going to be known. So that's what we're looking for, that major exposure. And we really think you can provide that for us. So that's why we wanted to be involved.
Yeah, I could start that one off. It's funny. We're messing around like we do a lot of times. We take breaks and stuff, because when we're in the studio, we go hard. We took a little break, and I decided to play with a little this and that, and he decided to play with this and that, and came up with a track. And I went to a convenience store to get something to drink, and came back. He was like, "What do you think about this? You know, you can bring a friend." Okay, I like that. You know, and we went on to write it, and we wanted to make it as tasteful as we possibly could, to where it gets radio play. And you, like my partner was saying earlier, you got 16, 17-year-olds listening to it, and still it's not raunchy. So we came up with it, and the girlfriend I had at the time, she wasn't, really pleased about it. But hey, she's not my girlfriend anymore. So
Well, my girlfriend, she's
loving it.
she got tendencies to begin with, so that's why I wrote the song. You know what I'm saying? But it was just one of those things. It was off the top of the dome. He was playing around with a track, and I was sitting there by myself. By the time he comes back, a lot of times he'll step out to get, to go get a bud and come back or something, and I'll have something for him to bust him upside the head with, and we just go from there. And that's how it came. But we did want to make sure that it was a tasteful song, because that's the CMASoulmellow, I guess that's the engine that drives us. We still want to be able to, whatever song we're putting out there, that it keeps our brand intact and doesn't take it in an opposite direction.
Right.
Not just what he hopes, but what he dreams. It takes a special woman to feel this need. Not only this woman has the recipe, she whips it up and brings him down to his knees. She gets so much pleasure to see him pleased that she'll add a friend and make it three. You know I'm down. Know that I'm down. And your friends around. Your friends. And I know that your tendencies are secret to me. You've been thinking about the same thing. You should bring a friend. Yours and here we stand. And we will know you're leaving here with your man. A couple of things you got to understand. Let me put it to you. What I'm doing, dog. Yeah. But I'll lay back in the cut and watch. Baby, you should bring a friend. I think